Good morning, students. Myself Madhusmita Biswal. Today we will be learning chapter number 8, Democratic Form of Government. So we'll start with what is the government. So we'll do with the definition. Government is the system or group of people governing an organized community, often a state. The purpose of government is to seek the welfare of the civilians and fulfill their needs for the betterment of the nation. Each government has a constitution, which is its governing principles and philosophy. Now I'll teach you what are the various types of government. Now, the main aspect of any philosophy of government is how the political power is obtained, with the two main forms, one being electoral contest and the next being the hereditary succession. Historically prevalent forms of government include monarchy, aristocracy, oligarchy, theocracy, tyranny, and democracy. So earlier people used to live in tribes. Gradually, the leader of the tribe gave way to monarchy, where the head of a state was a king or a queen and their orders were obeyed. Clisthenes, called as the father of Athenian democracy, introduced democracy in Athens and Greece in 525 to 524 BCE. So democracy comes from the Greek word demos, means common people, and kratos means rule. So it is generally the rule of the common people. So it is a government by the people, of the people, and for the people. It is the most accepted form of government. Now, children, we in India follow the democratic form of government. So let us know what are the basic features of a democratic government. Government leaders are elected from amongst the people and by the people themselves. Every citizen belonging to any class, caste, religion or gender has the right to contest in elections. Every citizen at the age of 18 and above has the right to vote in the elections. The party that wins by majority vote forms the government and takes the decision for the country. A democratic government is elected for a fixed period. A democratic form of government respects the fundamental rights of citizens. A democratic government rules within limits set by the constitution of the country. Now we'll learn about the Election Commission of India. Before knowing that, I'll explain you what is election. Election is a process by which people elect their leaders. Free and fair elections are the foundation of democracy. In India, the government is elected for a period of 5 years. The government in power cannot influence the elections. Now we'll know what is the Election Commission of India. In India, the elections are conducted by an independent body called the Election Commission of India. It is an independent body, that is, it's not controlled by the government, the ruling government. Now we'll know what is the role of the Election Commission. That is, what things does the Election Commission do for us? It ensures that there should be free and fair election. It issues identity cards to participate in elections. It sets up polling stations to cast vote, and it announces the schedule of the elections and as well as the result of the elections. One of the most important terms related to democracy or the elections in India is universal adult franchise. This means all citizens of India who have attained the age of 18 are eligible to cast their vote without any discrimination. It is so because they are considered adult and are believed to have the maturity to take right decision while electing a leader. So today we learned about what are the various forms of government, what is democracy, what is Election Commission of India, what are the roles of Election Commission, what are the basic features of a democratic government, and what is universal adult franchise. Now there is an announcement for you students. We'll be having our unit test portion in the month of August. Probably in the first week we will start it. So the unit test portions for you are Chapter 6, the Indian Constitution, and Chapter 7, the Fundamental Rights and Duties. This unit test will be of 20 marks. So be prepared for it. Thank you.